What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including the truth on WWE burying LA Knight, the next Roman Reigns revealed, John Cena is not main eventing his final ever show, Samoa Joe's tribute to John Cena on AEW, Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns say thank you to John Cena, the truth behind a WWE exit, a legend returning at Saturday night's main event, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Now our first story looks on the truth on WWE burying LA Knight. Our top story today looks at LA Knight, as all week WWE fans have shared their stance on WWE potentially burying LA Knight at the end of Raw. The end of Raw saw LA Knight seemingly written off TV as he was brutalized by the Vision, and he was given the same treatment as names such as Braun Strowman and Ricochet, and after these names were beaten down in a similar way, they soon found themselves out the door in WWE. A Fightful Select have now released the truth on what's occurring with LA Knight, and the reputable outlet confirms that LA Knight is not leaving, and this wasn't supposed to be a burial. LA Knight isn't going anywhere, contractually that is. On the December 8th episode of WWE Raw, LA Knight was defeated by Logan Paul and effectively beaten up by 4 men. Then after the match, he was attacked backstage to close the show. Fans were asking for an update on Knight, everything from him being written off TV to leaving WWE. Knight is not leaving WWE, he re-signed with WWE in 2024 and has years left on his deal. Now, the report continued by saying that WWE were confused regarding the outrage to the angle, and they stated that the story will be revisited. It's also stated that LA is not being punished for holding the anti-Jey Uso sign up on Raw last month. When we reached out to people in the company, they were confused by the outrage of the situation and said it was a standard story beat that will be revisited. There were also unusual conspiracy theories regarding LA Knight holding up a "We Want LA Knight Not Jey Uso" sign over a month ago and being punished for that. It was repeatedly claimed to Fightful that wasn't the case, with one source in creative saying that being booked to beat Jey Uso would be a weird punishment. Now, it's entirely possible that Knight is just taking a break and will be back in time for the Royal Rumble in 8 weeks. Whilst WWE may not be actively pushing LA Knight, it's completely understandable why fans are upset with his booking. Knight has remained as one of the most over acts in the entire company, yet for whatever reason, they just refuse to push him into the main event picture, and it's almost as if he's never going to win a world title. Next up, the next Roman Reigns revealed. Now, it seems like Braun Breaker is destined for greatness in WWE, and a new report has indicated that they now see Breaker as the next Roman Reigns within the company. According to a new report from Bodyslam Plus via Patreon, WWE are so high on Breaker that they believe that he's the next big star, and that he's indeed a frontrunner for the 2026 Royal Rumble. Sources indicate to Bodyslam that higher-ups see Braun Breaker as the next true big star. They believe that Breaker will be a Roman Reigns type of superstar for the company. Breaker will be the face for years to come. He's also been discussed as a frontrunner to win the Royal Rumble and win the World Heavyweight Championship in 2026. 2026 could truly be the year for Braun Breaker, and it'll be extremely interesting to see how his career trajectory plays out. Next up, John Cena is not main eventing his final show. Now, it's now been reported by Brian Alvarez that John Cena isn't currently planned to main event his final ever show. Yeah, that's right, according to the report posted behind an X paywall, Cena is set to open Saturday night's main event this weekend. At this point, there's no set runtime for Saturday night's main event, so everyone will get all the time they need. Cena vs Gunther is currently scheduled to open up the show, and Cena will get as much time as he wants. Now, this is an extremely risky move from WWE. The show is heavily focused on Cena, and if Cena wrestles in the opening match and loses, they could be looking at a situation where fans stop caring about the rest of the show, and they could even be looking at a situation where the fans heckle the rest of the matches. It's entirely possible that Cena is pushing for the opening slot as he wants the spotlight to go to the future of the WWE, wanting pretty much Obafemi to get the spotlight instead of him. But the only reason the show is going to be a massive success is because of his retirement match. That's the only match that has fans paying substantial amounts of money to attend. It's also possible that Alvarez has misinterpreted what Cena meant when discussing the show, as Cena has made a number of comments about main eventing the show in recent weeks. Nevertheless, the latest official comments from Cena came on his appearance on Jimmy Kimmel, and this is what he had to say. Normally I go to bed early, but I think I'm probably going to end this one, so I'll probably be the last on that. Now, hopefully Cena does indeed main event his final ever show, or this will be another instance of WWE doing a massive disservice to one of the greatest of all time on the way out the door. Next up, did you catch Samoa Joe's tribute to John Cena on AEW? Samoa Joe defended his AEW championship against Eddie Kingston on last night's AEW Dynamite Winter is Coming special. Some may have noticed that Samoa Joe incorporated a heartfelt nod to his longtime friend John Cena. And with Cena's last ever match approaching on WWE Saturday Night's main event, Joe gave a subtle nod to him in the ring. Joe delivered a slam that kinda resembled Cena's attitude adjustment, and then he saluted the camera and locked in the STF submission hold. And although Samoa Joe and Cena rarely interacted on WWE television, the two actually share a lot of history together, having trained together in their early years in the now defunct Southern California wrestling school UPW. There's an old photo that circulated showing Cena in his early prototype persona alongside a young Samoa Joe. This was definitely a great tribute by Joe. John Cena even went one step further and posted the exact moment where Samoa Joe gave the salute onto his Instagram account, recognizing the tribute to him. Next up, wrestlers break character to tribute John Cena. WWE has now recently released a video of various WWE superstars giving their respect to John Cena. Most notably, Drew McIntyre does the "You Can't See Me" taunt, The Miz wrote a message saying "Let's go Cena", Seth Rollins even did the "You Can't See Me" taunt, Roman Reigns acknowledged John Cena saying "Thank you, John", and probably the best was Brock Lesnar, who mentioned "I can see you", a lovely and touching tribute to one of the greatest of all time. This Saturday is definitely going to be emotional. Next up, a shock name wants a WWE return. It could Tyler Breeze be about to return to WWE in an in-ring role? Breeze recently spoke to Real Appreciation and he confirmed that his in-ring days aren't done and he'd be more than happy to return to WWE.
I'm not sure. I mean, that's, obviously not my call. If there was ever a spot or an idea where they said, "Hey man, are you interested in this?" I don't see why not. It's not one of those things where, I'm still active, I'm still wrestling around, I'm still doing all sorts of stuff. So, it's very, very possible. It's just a matter of, it's up to them if they want it to happen.
Prince Pretty returned to the ring earlier in the year in a stellar NXT match versus Ethan Page, so Breeze still has what it takes to hang with the modern-day WWE roster. Next up, the truth behind a WWE exit. A former WWE star, Andrade, has finally broken his silence when it comes to his now infamous WWE departure. Andrade spoke to Eduardo Bates, and according to Andrade, he missed a call from WWE due to being on a day trip, and this naturally set off a string of events that have already been documented. "I was traveling and they called me. What happened was that I had a day trip because I was not scheduled and they called me. I returned the call in about 1 or 2 hours, but nothing to do with the fact that I didn't want to answer or that I disappeared. It was 1, 2, 3 hours that I didn't answer, and it was just the company sending me a message that, 'Where are you?' and things like that. I don't know who got that story that I didn't want to answer. I was out of the country." Andrade would also discuss the ongoing legal situation with WWE, and according to Andrade, he's received a legal letter from WWE following his AEW appearance. Now his lawyers are in talk with WWE to remedy this situation. "After my appearance in AEW and that I was in the crash and won the heavyweight championship in Tijuana on that Monday, I received a letter from the WWE company where it said that I had a 12-month non-compete clause. My lawyers are currently in talks with WWE to reach the best deal. And this is such a messy situation, and hopefully it's resolved relatively soon so Andrade can continue wrestling on television." Next up, a wrestler fight was confirmed to be real. It's been somewhat of an urban legend that Andrade and Sammy Guevara had a backstage fight in AEW, but now Andrade during his media rounds has now confirmed the validity of the rumors, and even went into great detail when it came to what happened. Speaking to El Ring, Andrade stated, "I ran into him alone in the bathroom. I said, 'Do you have a problem with me?' He told me no, everything's fine. On Tuesday, the company put us in a group chat and asked us not to make anything public. They told us, please don't escalate this. We've had many problems lately. I was already upset, and when I saw him backstage, I went up and boom, right to the head. Yes, we fought. Yes, punches were thrown, but no one really saw what happened, just a few people. Russ, Jose, my assistant, and someone from private party. Only they know what really happened." Andrade would add that Mark Henry had to calm him down, which he admits he was extremely grateful for. Whilst Andrade is entitled to share his story, it's not the best look for him to be sharing this story publicly. Andrade is currently eyeing up a return to AEW once the WWE legal dispute is settled, and he is in essence sharing previously unknown information that occurred backstage within the company. It may have made more sense to remain completely silent and then keep the story completely confidential. Next up, Cody Rhodes urges WWE to make change. A reigning WWE champion, Cody Rhodes, has urged WWE to stop over-relying on legends for big shows. During his latest podcast episode, Rhodes admitted that he hates nostalgia and he takes issue with legends constantly coming back and WWE failing to move forward. "I hate nostalgia, but I love my business. I already know what all these guys did for us. Thank you. They've set the table that I got to eat at. but man, they can't keep coming back. From a wrestling perspective, we have to move forward. I don't want them coming back. I don't mean any disrespect. I want them to come to a show, sit and watch a show. Watch what they've done for the business. I don't think enough people are in the pursuit of greatness and they're afraid to say it. Now, these are really interesting comments, and it's easy to see where he's coming from. WWE can be at times over-reliant on legends, so it's appreciated that the face of the company acknowledges this and has urged WWE to move forward. Next up, WWE to shatter records. The tickets for the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia went on sale yesterday, and to say that demand was through the roof would be an understatement. According to numerous names on X, the digital queue was so excessive that up to 750,000 fans were in line for tickets. This means that the show is likely to sell out already, and WWE could potentially be looking at the fastest sellout in company history. WWE have been able to deliver limited marketing for the event, as the Rumble traditionally sells itself. They've released an official poster for the event, and this poster confirmed that names such as Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns will be appearing on the show. Both of these names are extremely popular in Saudi Arabia, so this definitely played a big factor in demand for the show being so insanely high. And we're likely going to be facing a similar situation when WWE presents WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia in 2027. And finally, a legend returning at Saturday night's main event. Our final story today looks at the news relating to a legend returning to WWE television this weekend. According to WrestleVotes via X, Jesse the Body Ventura is set to appear on the big Saturday night's main event special this weekend. After not appearing at the last Saturday night's main event, Jesse the Body Ventura is set for Washington DC this weekend as a Big John Cena send-off show approaches. Now, whilst fans are excited on social media, it's pretty much a common consensus that Cena's final match should be called by Michael Cole and Wade Barrett, as Cole has called virtually every single big Cena match throughout his career, and the history between Barrett and Cena speaks for itself. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.